Hello friends, welcome back to my channel for another FlossTube update. Today I believe we are at FlossTube number 19, and this is my second August update for you. So far I'm doing okay with the weekly updates, and I feel like I have plenty to show you. This week I was actually off for a few days. For a little staycation. I was doing some house sitting, so they have a pool and a hot tub, so that was nice. So I felt like I was at a little resort just for that reason alone. So I was off from Wednesday through Friday, and then I had the weekend, so it was a little 5-day vacation for me. Tuesday I had an all-day training in our district office, so that was not fun, but it wasn't that bad. It could have, what's that thing? It could have been an email kind of thing. I mean, no, it couldn't have, but yeah, it was just kind of one of those things like, really, this is mandatory for me, but whatever. So, but after that, I got to come home and not go back to work for the rest of the week. So it worked out. So that means that I got a lot of stitching time in the past few days. So I've got plenty to show you. Really only a few projects that I work on because, I didn't want to take every single one of my whips to my, to the place where I was staying. So I didn't really want to do all that, but so I just took a few projects. I spun my wheel. So I spun my wheel twice before I left so that I would have enough projects for like 4 days. So two projects for 2 days. So those are what I worked on. And then I worked on one of my full coverage projects, which, y'all know if you've been following me what that was. So, but yeah, let's just get right in, shall we? The first thing I wanted to talk about, though, actually, is some haul and / ideas and plans for a SAL that I meant to talk about last week and then just completely forgot about because I don't have it physically on my person at the moment. I am doing with my friend Tara from the Recovering Book Order and anybody else who wants to join us, a SAL in September for this chart, which I will put on the screen. It is from the shop Taylor and Cromwell on Etsy. They have a lot of Broadway patterns, and a lot of them are like this that are on black fabric, and they have a lot of the quotes from the shows or just different books or things like that. So I was looking for one that I could do for September for a booktube event that I co-host called Shaketember, which you might imagine revolves around Shakespeare. So I was looking for a pattern, and this one popped up. And I remembered that Tara had gotten a similar one of the musical Hamilton. And I really, really liked it. And I always enjoy seeing her updates when she updates how she's going with it. So I showed her and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to get this pattern. And she's like, oh, I have that pattern. We should do a SAL. So we decided to do the hashtag ShaketemberSAL for the month of September. You don't have to do this pattern, although it's lovely, but it's probably huge. I haven't even looked at how big it's going to be. But just anything related to Shakespeare is acceptable in my eyes. So you could do any old pattern that has a quote from Shakespeare, a scene from Shakespeare, one of the, if you want to do the Mirabilia, I think it's a Mirabilia. That's one of the Midsummer Night's Dream fairies. That would be fun. A lot of work. You wouldn't get it done in September, but I won't get this one done in September, so it's fine. Or heck, You could even do a pattern from Shakespeare's Peddler. I don't care, whatever you want to do. So I just really wanted to do this one while I was focusing on my Shakespeare reading in September and thought this would be a fun SAL to do. So I will link Tara's channel down below. She's Recovering Book Hoarder. She hasn't been making videos much lately. She's just been very busy. But I think she plans on kind of starting up again soon. So hopefully she'll be able to give us some updates throughout September on all that. And then she's also the Recovering Book Hoarder on Instagram. So, and she posts more there at the moment. So yeah, I would encourage you to find some fun Shakespeare patterns. And if you have a quote that you are not sure if it is Shakespeare, feel free to ask me. If I don't know, I will find out for you. But I would assume that most of the patterns, if they're going to put a Shakespeare quote on it, they're probably going to reference it, but maybe not. But I just wanted to tell you about that before Shaketember begins, and that will obviously start on September 1st. And yeah, I hope you'll join us. As soon as I turned off my camera last time, I was like, I forgot to talk about it. So I wanted to make sure that I started off with that one so that I didn't forget again. So next, let's look at the one finished object I have for this week. I finished, for all intents and purposes, my July 4th by Shannon Christine Designs. Now, I have the pattern picture here. You will notice that it looks a little different. I didn't put the border on the top and bottom, and I didn't put any of the stars on it. Now, that is only because, for one reason only, for the stars, they aren't showing up. The white B5200 doesn't show up very well on this pattern. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, there's like some white in here, and you just can't really see it very well. So I used it for the parts that it was called for, like the flag and fireworks and the things where there were other colors around it. But I didn't want to just put the stars on it in white, and I thought about doing it in the lighter blue or something like that, but ultimately I just decided I didn't really need it. And then when I got to this point, I was talking to my friend Mandy, and she was like, well, you could just stop it there. It looks perfectly fine there. I was like, well, yeah, you're right, I could. And then I wouldn't have to worry about, like, with the two borders on the top, it having to, like, when I finish it, like fully finish it, getting everything like perfectly straight and all that. And this was really the part of the pattern that I liked the most, the fireworks, the little truck, and the American flag. So I just decided I'm calling it. I'm going to call this one done, and hopefully by next July 4th, I can have it fully finished, probably into a flat fold. Because let's be honest, that's what I am into now. So that's the only finish I have this week. So let's go into whips. And the first whip that I have is a knitting whip. And disclaimer, Victoria from A Musical Bookworm, if you're watching right now, stop watching for like a minute. I have been making a cute little baby sweater for my friend Victoria's new baby. And it is going to be the Gramps sweater. I'll put that up here, by Tin Can Knits on, well, they have their own website. So I will link it below. But Victoria told me she likes green. So I decided to do all the little elements, like the little patch and the sleeve color, or the little cuff colors and everything, and the patches on the elbows that I haven't done yet, and the little pocket, if I put the pocket on. I'm not sure about the pocket, but we'll see when I get there. But I still have to do the I think it's called a shawl collar on this, and the button band, which I will also do in the green. And I am using a tweed-esque, it is, oh, I didn't bring it down, but it is from is from Knit Picks. It is, I think it's just called Knit Picks Tweed, maybe. I think, I don't know. Or Swish Tweed. I don't remember, but it's a worsted weight and it's all acrylic. So perfect for a baby knit because no mother that I know wants to have to think about hand washing items and, and all that stuff. So, so yeah, I'm hoping that she enjoys this. To me, it looks big, but I mean, it's not, it's a 6-month size, so it's probably the correct size, but it just looks big to me. But oh well, that just means there's more room for him to grow. Usually I feel like I make things too small, so at least if it's too big, I'll have some room to grow into it. So, but she just had her baby this past week, I believe, was when he was born. So I have some time to work on it still, but I want to get it done and in the mail to her. So, and I will definitely have some of this tweed left over. So I'm considering making him a little hat, but they also live in California. So I'm not really sure how much a hat is really going to be useful. Like a cardigan I can see because, you know, you're going in and out of places that hopefully have air conditioning. And I know that I get cold in air conditioning. So I would assume a little baby would also get cold in air conditioning. So like a cardigan I can see being useful. And I guess a hat too. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I decide. I'm just talking to myself now, apparently. Which I guess technically I'm just talking to myself right now anyway, but you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, my next whip is my Bird Crush Club pick for my wheel spin this past week, and I'm working on the April bird, which is this guy, and it is the black-throated gray warbler. And I think he's going to turn out really cute. There's a lot of black in this, a lot of white, and a lot of cream. But then you have those pops of orange at the top. So, and a little bit of green. Not a lot of green, but a little bit of green. So, I haven't gotten there yet though. But this is where I am so far with him. And he's definitely looking like a bird, which is good. So I might work on him a little bit tonight. I'm doing some reading sprints tonight, where I'll probably be listening to some audiobooks. So during our sprints, I will probably work on him because I was going to, well, we'll talk about that later, but I was going to do something else, but I think I need to work on something that won't require me to have headgear. A headlamp. So I think we'll work on this guy. Let's see, I do have the little tag of this. This is Color and Cotton 18 count Ada in Boardwalk is what I'm using. Which I don't think that this was the called for in the pattern. Maybe it was. I don't think. Let's see. No. The called for was Finian Linen by Seraphim Fabrics, but I could not find that in Ada. And I definitely wanted Ada because I am an Ada stitcher all the way. And then last but not least, we have the progress on Mini Winning Putt by Heaven and Earth Design. Sorry, I did not take it off the hoop, but I was working on it today. And just wanted to sit down and film this. I didn't want to have to iron anything. So here's how this is looking. I finally finished page 2, which I think I told you last week. And so now I'm just working on the sky, which for page 3, which this section here, I think I'm pretty much clear to the end of that page. So my goal right now is to kind of fill into the end of this page and then work down. So, and then I think after that, oh no, I'll have a full 4th page on there, I believe, after that, and then like a partial page. So it'll still be a little while, but I'm really happy with how this is turning out. And I'm just trying not to get bogged down. In order to get it done within the kind of year mark that I have to do like 253 stitches a day. And that's just not going to happen. So my plan is kind of on the weekends, like I'll do my wheel spin during the week for other projects and still work on this, but like just at least try to get like 100 stitches every night. But then on the weekends, assuming I don't have anything going on, the mini winning putt will be my focus project for that, for the whole weekend, for Saturday and Sunday. And I'll try to get like extra in on those days. So we'll see. I don't know. But if I don't get it fully finished by the time my dad's birthday rolls around, it'll be mostly finished. So he won't care. It'll go on his wall eventually. So, but yeah, that's where I am with all of my whips. So this is going to be a short episode this week because I am now onto my haul section. And I just have a little bit of haul, not a lot, but it's plenty. Trust me. My wallet says it's plenty. So the first thing, I'll just show you this adorable little thing. I got the newsletter for Lindy Stitches, and she said that these little guys would possibly be retiring. And this is Evelyn Scissor Mouse, and it just had her little ears are a little pair of scissors. And I have been eyeing her for the longest time, and I'm just like, no, I don't need her. Well, when I heard that they might not be coming back, I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to get it now. So I got a little Evelyn, and look at her little bum. So cute. I just almost want to turn her backwards just so I can see the little tail all the time. This was kind of just my little impulse purchase of the week. I don't like to have too many of those, but I mean, I am not sad that I bought this because this is going to be adorable once I get my life together up in my office and I have a place to put her. I mean, right now she's just sitting right here on my dining table, but eventually she'll go up in my office/craft room once I get my act together up there. And then the only other thing that I bought this week was the fabric and floss for the Mini Birds and Blooms by Hade. This, and I know what you're thinking, Rainey, you're going to start another Heaven and Earth design when you have 2 going right now and one other full coverage project. Yes, I am. Apparently, that is what I am doing. But this is going to be a project for my mom because I am doing mini winning putt for my dad. So I felt like I should do one for my mom. And my mom loves birds and she loves flowers. So when I saw this start to pop up on Instagram all over the place, I was like, okay, this is what I need to get. So I've been kind of holding off, but because to kit up an entire project for a Hade is pretty expensive. And so I finally was just like, okay, you have it in your budget for like gifts and things like that. So, you know, August, your gift purchases are going to be the kit for this Hade. So I went with 25 count antique white. Let's see, what's this say? This is from, where did I get this from? Uh-oh. Well, I don't know. I just got it from 123 Stitch. It doesn't say who it comes from. But it's just 25 count antique white Lugana. And it is a 18 by 27 inch piece of fabric because this is a long, skinny fabric, or a long, skinny piece. So I'm going to have to kind of mark it out. This was the project that I thought, well, maybe I'll start tonight during my reading sprints. But then I thought better of my decisions and thought like, no, you can't do a new start whenever you're trying to do these reading sprints with people. That's not going to work out. So, and also, I know I have said previously that I did not like 25 count Lugana, but I'm trying it again. And it's purely because I could not find a piece of Aida that was just like the right size and not like too huge for what I needed on 1-2-3 Stitch or at my local Michael's. I just couldn't find it. So I just decided to bite the bullet and do the called for 25 count Lugana and just figure it out and do it. So, and then also I got all the flosses that I need for it, which I know I probably have some of these already, and it's probably kind of overkill, but the way I did it with Winning Putt, getting all the flosses just all at one time and having them all in one place has just been really helpful, and I've really enjoyed doing it that way. So I just knew that was how I wanted to do it for this one, and then eventually, if I ever actually finish the dang thing, and I can kind of like have a master stash of threads, then I won't have to do that as much if I do like a one HAID at a time, which novel idea, right? FlossTube is doing bad things to me. Just like BookTube made me want to buy all the books. And I did finally get out of that. I'm not buying all the books anymore. But just like they made me want to do that, FlossTube is making me want to start all the things. So I need to like slow my roll a little bit. But being that this is a gift, I feel like it's okay to start it. But that might mean some of my other projects kind of get pushed to the side. I don't know. We'll see. But what my plan is to start this sometime this week. Because my thought is if I can just do slow goings with it for a while, then, my mom won't have to wait an overly long time for this. I haven't told her about it yet, and I don't think I'm starting to think that I'm not going to give it to her partially finished for this birthday. I think I'm just going to continue making it a home project that she won't see. And then at her next birthday next year, hopefully it will be done and I can give it to her then. Which means for her birthday this year in October, I need to figure out something else to get her. But that's okay. I'm thinking a pair of gloves. I can knit her a pair of gloves. She likes those. So we'll see. But I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, hopefully on our next FlossTube update, you will see at least a little bit of work on a new HAID start. So, okay, friends, I think that is all I have for you today. This was a short and sweet one. I don't think I forgot to tell you about anything today, but let me know if you think that you would want to join us in our Shaketember if you have a pattern that you already have that has a Shakespeare quote on it or something Shakespearean about it that you want to work on in the month of September. It doesn't have to be a new start. If you already started that Midsummer Night's Dream Fairy by Mirabilia, I think is who it's by, and you already started that, but you want to give it some focus in September, great, do it. Join us. Just use that hashtag because I'm pretty sure we are the only ones that have that. The guys who I do Shaketember with, they made up the hashtag, so I asked them if I could use it, just slap Sal on the end of it, and they said sure. So, but anyway, I will put my announcement video for Shaketember if you want to join me in reading some Shakespeare next month. And then, yeah, just use this. And I will also put Taylor and Cromwell, their Etsy shop down below. And yeah, I think that's it. And my friend Tara, I'll put her information down below. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a great week. I am sad that I'm going back to work tomorrow, but it is what it is. At least I didn't get any phone calls last week, so that makes me think that all was well. So I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers. But all right, friends, I will talk to you hopefully next week, and we'll see what I get up to and see if I started my next aid. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.